Graduated in 2007. My name is Arnold Leung, and I run a company called App Innovation Technologies that I started 3 years ago. So basically what happened was I was in school. I started another company when I was back at UBC. That was 2006, 2007. Things didn't work out with my two other partners. So after I finished UBC Solder, I realized I have two choices basically. Option one is to find a job. Option two was to start my own firm doing web consulting, which is what I'm doing right now. So I chose option two, and we specialize in open source technology consulting, building websites, building applications using open source technologies. We chose three different platforms. We chose a platform called Drupal, another one called Fresco, and we also do a lot of iPhone development. So I chose that. Things started working out for the last few years, and we grew really fast. We went from 1 person to 25 people right now. And it was a really exciting time. There were a lot of challenges that happened. But during this time, we also gained a lot and learned a lot about how we can build a company that way. So it was a pretty unique path. For example, for Best Buy, we do a lot of the mobile web development for them. We did bestbuymobile.com using Drupal open source platform. We do a lot of work for nonprofits also. For example, for the World Wildlife Fund, we just did a portal for them that allows them to collaborate with different researchers in terms of researching into sustainable environment options. I chose to do IT because I always had an interest in programming and making things work and building different applications. So I started building applications, doing custom programming when I was a kid back in high school. I developed more interest when I was in university because I started to find clients who were interested in getting some work done. So after I graduated, it was a simpler choice for me just to choose and figure out that it seems like I can build a company doing custom programming and custom application development. So it was a natural path for me. I find it really exciting that things are always evolving. It seems like every few years there are newer technologies that come out. Twitter wasn't there a few years ago, and now it's the most popular platform over the internet. So things are always changing, but the most exciting part is that there are always problems. It seems like no matter how many solutions we come up with, there are always problems that keep popping up. So there are always things that we got to fix, we got to change. So it's constantly evolving instead of a business that stays the same forever, which is what excites me about it. One of our local clients is Sage Software down south in Richmond, and their traditional business model is they sell business application software like Simply Accounting, which is accounting software. On a CD-ROM, and they sell it for say $100 per CD-ROM. And a few years ago, they discovered that this is not a good model to be down the road because everybody is moving towards web-based applications. So we built a platform for them called Sage Spark, which is an online business portal, allows students to connect with accounting professionals, and allows companies to learn about bookkeepers and how they can find bookkeepers. They also offer online services, like people can subscribe to their software instead of buying out-of-the-box solutions. So we help them build that platform, allow them to have a community website, allow them to have a full forum, blogs, and a platform for selling these software products online. So that was really exciting for us. We helped them solve the problem, allowing them to have a new business solution and business practice going on. I think that it's critical to be creative. You got to look beyond the boundaries of the curriculum. We hire a lot of students these days, and we find that a lot of them tend to think inside the box. And what I mean by thinking outside the box is to learn technologies that's not really taught by the school. For example, for us, we use a lot of open source technologies, and none of these are really taught in school. Most students learn about Java, C++ or C#, those languages, but we don't really use those for what we do. So be open to learning about open source technologies and be proactive in learning about what's going on. I think that's the most critical thing.